Welcome back, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, you know my next guest from his multiple roles on American Horror Story, but he's making his late-night debut right now. Please welcome Finn Wittrock. First time on a late-night show.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you're gonna love it.
I hope so.
You're gonna love it.
I'm really excited.
You are?
Yeah.
Good.
They told me it was gonna be cold. That's good.
Very cold.
Yeah.
It keeps the guests very fresh.
Yeah, you can't get
Guests tend to spoil if the studio gets too warm.
I don't want to get too relaxed here.
Well, as I said before, you did 3 seasons of American Horror Story and nominated for an Emmy for that. Congratulations for that back in 2014. You were also in La La Land.
Yeah.
You were in La La Land, but you didn't get to sing or dance or anything like that.
They cut out my big singing number, yeah.
Did you
no,
actually
I'm just
sing?
kidding.
No?
No.
You didn't have anything?
No.
That's why they didn't win.
Yeah,
that's why they didn't win.
It. That was the clutching point.
Should've given you something to do.
I told them.
That close.
It was tough, you know.
Pushed
I was
them over
the love
the top.
interest, like with Emma's, like it was like competing against Ryan Gosling, you know. It was tough, you know. It was like they had to cut me out because it was gonna be like tip the scales, you know.
Well, now you're in Tennessee Williams' The Glass Menagerie at the Glasgow Theater. Now, you went to Juilliard. I'm not surprised that you're doing the classic theater on Broadway. You went to Juilliard. Were you there when John Baptiste was there?
We were in the same class, John Baptiste and I.
Do you have any,
What's up?
Do you have any stories? Do you by any chance have any stories you can tell out of school about Mr. Baptiste?
Some stories I've been sworn to secrecy about,
You gotta keep that low.
John would like, if you had headphones in and saw you in the elevator, he would just take it out of your ear and go, and listen for a while and go, yeah.
Now, Juilliard is famous for training its actors. You turned it down, right? You
you
were
heard
accepted.
that?
I did hear this.
Oh, yeah.
That you were accepted at Juilliard and you said, nah. What made you say nah?
I was 18 and probably like full of myself, and I wanted to just do some TV, and I was on the pilot of Cold Case. You remember that show?
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, gone. And so I was like, I got into Juilliard. I kind of auditioned on a whim, and I was like, I'm never gonna get in, and I'll audition and get it over with. And then they called me and they were like, you're in. Do you want to come? And I was like, well, can I defer for a year? And they're like, we're Juilliard. You don't defer for a year. So I had to turn them down and then audition the next year.
And they said okay?
They said okay. I don't know why, but yeah.
You're obviously very good.
They did.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. They made
off.
me good. It paid off in the long run.
Well, when you train at Juilliard, what are the sort of things, like what's the secret sauce? What are the sort of things they have you do?
I don't know if I can tell you, you know, it's very...
I'm gonna start my own theater school.
Yeah.
Across the street.
Yeah.
Try to put them out of business. Is that what you're implying?
No, I don't know. It's a 4 years, you know, it's an intense program.
Do you guys do animal spine and stuff like that?
Oh, sure, yeah. The first 3 months were basically just lying on our backs humming. Literally nonstop.
What about like vocal training? Did you do like classical vocal training and stuff like that?
Yeah, lots of vocal training, lots of articulation, voice work, you know, all that stuff. You know, I've forgotten it all, but yeah.
Did you guys do Amidst the Mist with Fiercest Frost and Stoutest?
Fists and loudest boasts. He thrusts his fists against the post and still insists he sees the ghosts.
Yeah.
Wow. This guy. Yeah. There's also, you can try, she slits the sheets she slits, and on the slitted sheet she sits.
She slits the sheets she slits, and on the slitted sheets she sits.
Wow, you didn't say the word. That was, wow.
The CBS censor had her hand on the trigger.
Yeah, any moment.
The entire thing for that.
Pre-taped, right? Yeah.
Now, you grew up in your family ran a Shakespeare theater, right?
My dad worked at Shakespeare and Company in Lenox, Massachusetts, and that's kind of where I caught the bug pretty young.
So as a kid, were you like wandering around the house, like doing monologues from Titus Andronicus and stuff like that?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Romeo and Juliet and, yeah, whatever. We mostly, like, I tried to just kind of skip the words and get to the sword fights, like my friends and I.
Sure,
you know? We'd,
of
like,
course.
go out in the woods and try and find sticks and fight with them. And, yeah, but it was a special way to grow up. Yeah, and it's definitely, like, it exposed me to theater at a very young age, and I think it's a was a pretty healthy way to start. You know?
What's it like working with Sally Field?
Oh,
I mean, she's
she's
just a
the
delightful
best.
person.
She's the best.
Has she made out with you yet?
She said, no.
Because we've
Not
kissed a couple of times, and it's totally worth it.
I know. She told me to give you a kiss from her, but I think I should refrain.
You gotta say,
This is what it's like at a late show.
The Glass Menagerie is on Broadway now at the Velasco Theater. Finn Wittrock.